Hi scholars, so today we're going to continue subtracting, practicing regrouping. So let's start with our learning intention. Thoughtful mathematicians subtract measurements, regrouping twice. So we're going to be regrouping more than once in one problem. So let's look at our vocabulary. When we subtract, we are using an operation that gives us the difference between two numbers. It can also be used to compare numbers or find out what's left over. And when we find that answer, it is called the difference. And some other parts of a subtraction equation are the minuend, which is the number we're subtracting from, the subtrahend, which is the number we take away or subtract, and the difference, which is our answer. So here we have 900 grams minus 358 grams. So I'm going to show you how you can regroup twice to subtract. So first I rewrite my two numbers and line them up by place value. And I always write the ones place first so that way I can line them up evenly. Now that I'm ready to subtract, I'm going to start in the ones place, but I notice that I have 0 minus 8. I can't do that because 8 is greater than 0. So I look at the tens place, but again I can't subtract because I have another 0 here, and 5 is greater than 0. So I'm going to go all the way to the hundreds place in order to regroup. So I'm going to take away 100, which leaves me with 8 hundreds, but I can't regroup the 100 all the way to the ones place. I have to go to the tens place first. So this 100 that I regrouped from the 9 hundreds would give me 10 tens because 10 tens equals 100. So now that I have enough tens, I can regroup to the ones place. So I'll take away a 10, which would give me 10 ones, because 1 10 is worth 10 tens. 1 10 is worth 10 ones. If we think of our base 10 blocks, if I have 10 of those little cubes, that'll equal one little column, 110. So now I have enough to subtract, and I haven't changed the value of the 900. I just regrouped, repositioned my place values. So I have 800s, 9 tens, which would be 890, plus 10 more would be 900. So instead of 900, I've just repositioned the value of the numbers. So now I can subtract. I go back to the ones place. 10 minus 8 is 2. 9 minus 5 is 4. And 8 minus 3 is 5. So 542. Now I want to double check, make sure that I regrouped and subtracted correctly. So I'm adding my difference with my subtrahend to make sure I get the minuend. 8 plus 2 is 10. Regroup the 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus another 5 is 10, regroup the 1, and 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. So I am in fact correct. So let's try one together. 450 milliliters minus 284 milliliters. So 450, and go ahead and write this with me. So you should have the same equation I have written in standard algorithm. Again, you should have 450 on top, 284 under, and line them up by place value, ones, tens, hundreds. Right, by now you should have written this problem, so let's solve together. So what I do on the screen, I want you to do on your paper as well. So now 0 minus 4 equals, well, hopefully you said, I can't do that, Mr. Ortiz, so I'm going to regroup. Go to the tens place, I'm going to take away, or regroup, 110, so that would leave me with 4 tens. And now I've regrouped this 10 to the ones place, that gives me 10 ones. So now I can subtract in the ones place. 10 minus 4 is 6. Now 4 minus 8 in the tens place. Can I do that? No, I can't, so what are we going to do? Good, we're going to regroup, so let's go ahead and regroup. The hundreds place, we're going to have 3 hundreds now. We're going to give 100 to the tens place. So 100 is 10 tens. So if I add 10 tens to these 4 tens, that'll give me 14 tens. So I have 14 in the tens place. 14 minus 8 is 6. And 3 minus 2 is 1. So let's go ahead and double check this. 166 plus 284 should equal 450. Let's check this. 6 plus 4 is 10. Regroup the 1. 1 plus 6 plus 1, 8. Well, 6 plus 1 is 7, and 7 plus 8 is 15. Regroup the 1. And 1 plus 1 plus 2, that is 4. So we are, in fact, correct. So you're going to try this last one. Go ahead and pause the video now. Press play when you're ready to check your work. Again, pause now. Press play when you're ready. Okay, so the first step is to rewrite this in standard algorithm. And you're going to line up the digits by place value like I have here. So hopefully that's the first thing you should have done. Then we're going to subtract 3 minus 6. I cannot do that. So the answer is not 3. I have to regroup. And when I regroup here. So this, I regroup a 10 to the ones place. That gives me 13 ones. 13 minus 6 is 7. 1 minus 3, again, I cannot do, so I have to regroup from the hundreds place to the tens. I regroup a 100 to the tens place. That gives me 11 tens. So 11 minus 3 is 8, and 3 minus 1 is 2, so I get 287. And again, as always, I want to check my work by adding using the inverse operation, addition. 7 plus 3 is 13, regroup the 1. 8 plus 1 is 9, and 9 plus 3 is 12. Regroup the 1 again. And 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4. And that's what we started with, so we are in fact correct. If you did not get this correct, look back at what I did. See what mistakes you made. Did you not regroup? Or did you forget to, some mistakes that people make is they leave this as a 2 and they say this is 12. So it would actually be 11 because you have to regroup to the ones place. So look over your mistakes to make sure you don't make that same mistake in the problem set. All right, that's the end of our lesson. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And now have a better understanding of how to regroup twice in a problem. Bye.